Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Let's Build Society of Wolves. Shoot, I wasn't supposed to sneak peek you so fast. But here we are. Last episode I told you that we were going to have a little bit of a banner situation built into the paintings, and built into the paintings by our partner in crime, Jason the Nicest. Wolves at my door. Wolves at my door, not Jason the Nicest. Jeez. I mean, he's both, but... So if you didn't check out his last episode, go check it out. He actually made this in the episode. It's so cool. And what I've done, I put one on the church there because I thought it was fitting. I've also put some hanging from the lampposts here. Unfortunately, they don't have backs on them. But I think that's kind of intentional because it works well with other paintings in the pack. And it's okay. It actually doesn't throw me. You'd never really notice it. Like, you're never going to walk this way and look back. It's only going to be this way. And it doesn't even do anything weird, you know? So I like it. So from time to time, I've got the banners hanging from the lampposts, which is pretty cool. I don't think I want one there. Some banners hanging from the lamppost here. So nice. So cool. But take a look at it. That's the actual volcano. He actually took a picture of that volcano right there. The one that the volcano god erupted out of. And incorporated it into Photoshop and into the banner. It looks so sick. I love it so much. But last episode we did the pub, if you remember. And off camera, I did a few things. I figured out how to do these iron trap doors and get these in place. And I think they just act as like a nice little barrier for walking up stairways. So I did those all over town. Also, I'm starting to incorporate some player heads. Like, that's a player head right there. Kind of a red light signifying the pub here. And I've been experimenting with, like, these are supposed to... Don't float. They were floating. That's supposed to be like a cup of brew, floating cup of brew. Another one here, two different kinds. And then this is like a... Stop floating! Thank you. It's supposed to be like a purple cup of brew. And then a little hamburger there. There's so many of those cool things around. What else is there? There's... over here, I popped in just some pieces for the gears. And you're kind of getting a look at these things. They're just real nice. I love them. Yeah, I popped on some things here that just kind of make... If they don't float, it's because of the shaders. That's what's doing it. But it looks cool. It just looks like there's a piece of wood going through there, like a gear thing that is apparently made out of clouds. But off in the distance... Oh, this is a fantastic view that I haven't looked at yet. Off in the distance, you get a peek at the promised castle. The castle that I promised to you for today. And that's going to happen. We're going to get this baby worked out and look at it. That's what I want. I'm actually didn't test this, but I'm getting the effect I wanted. To where you're going to get peeks of that castle as you walk through the town. And we're getting peeks all the time. I love it. So it's going to be very... very this is why you put it out in wool right here, so you can know exactly what it's going to, not exactly what it's going to look like, but exactly what it's going to do atmospherically. So it's a wireframe, so there will be changes here and there to kind of make it work better, but that gives us a decent look. One thing that I was concerned about is this tower right here tends to look like it's blending into this tower, but it's actually much lower. Not this tower, but this main structure. But I'm going to get to work on this thing. I want to get it all filled in and kind of get a better feel for it. But before I do, let's come up here and take a look. I want this lava to be coming out of it. But here's kind of the general layout. It's going to connect into the wall here. And as you see, it doesn't go into the volcano here. It's just on the edge. And then it comes back around here. And I think we may even continue it back this way as well. and wrap the volcano and come out this way too. But as a start, this is going to get us started. One thing that I was concerned about, I did have this concern. Oh, and look at that tree Jay's working on. That's going to be unbelievable. That's their side. They are tree worshippers. And stop. There's a head too. Stop moving. And he's going to make an epic, amazing tree. So the volcano and the tree, it's very, very cool symbolism. But anyway, I was worried that we might destroy the feel of this epic mountain, but I don't think we will. I think an epic castle up there is going to do a lot more than an epic mountain because we already got one, and that's the one that's in the banner. So I think this is going to work out nice. So I'm going to fill all this in, and we're going to get a better idea of how it's going to look. Now that is a view. My Lord. That is a view. And when you start moving and that castle doesn't move, like feel this, okay? We're walking and these buildings are moving by very fast, you know? It's all going by very fast, but that castle ain't moving. That is some true depth and atmosphere. With that in the background, oh my gosh. There's something about castles, and I don't think... I really haven't. I've never built a castle on this scale before. Mainly because I do most everything in survival. But this is unbelievable. The thing about building on this scale, which is nice, is it doesn't take much to get something to look epic. Because it's just so large. So you don't have to go insane with the detail. Already this castle feels insane. It feels amazing, and all it is just bricks. That's it. There's zero detail here. It's flat bricks wrapped around a wire frame. It's such a cool feel. But here's kind of what we're looking at. You're going to see some wires around the backside now, okay? But, because I'm not filling it all the way in, just in case I want to abandon some ideas. It'll come like this. It kind of wraps around the volcano here, and then wraps around on this side. So there will be an entrance from inside here as well. And this is going to be different. This is a very flat area. And I have ideas for in here. Look at the size of that. Cancel the series. That's where we should have built. Unbelievable. Now, funny enough, this is exactly the exact same map that the Crewcraft server is on. It's the exact same map. And I did not know that. They started their thing back in October, and then I start this up, and it's much later. But they're doing theirs in survival. Apparently, if you play this world in survival, and maybe they had it set up like this, but there's this acts like the nether, like gas and stuff spawn here. It's pretty cool. But anyway, we here right now. So I definitely feel like this needs to come down here. And that'll kind of help that out a little bit. And maybe our entrance, the backside entrance could be there or there. But overall, I think this is going to be a very, very sick look. I'm pretty comfortable with the general structure and frame of this thing. So I'll probably end up filling it all in now. And then comes the very arduous task of the detail. And I gotta say, I'm nervous doing this. I'm a little nervous because this is a lot of work and it's scary. If you mess up, or if you do a bunch of work and then later you're like, no, I don't like that, I got to redo it, it means a lot of wasted time. So I'm doing a lot of off-camera thinking, a lot of off-camera planning, and I think it's working out fairly well. I think we have a really cool, unique shape here to start out. So I'll fill it in and I'll start working on detail stuff. And that detail stuff, hopefully we can at least get a grasp of it, and I can hit y'all with that in a minute. Time to let you guys in on what's going on and what's going down. Got some cool things happening here, so I've been messing. B-Dub been messing. I'm working on kind of doing a little bit of a gradient on the bottom of this, just incorporating some of the obsidian, which works out well because we're in a freaking volcano. So it works, right? Lava splash up, it's raining outside, you get some obsidian crumbles on the side of the castle. But the main thing I've worked on, I put this little flag up there to kind of give you just a little bit of a feel of color, because we'll put some of those around. There will be some color there. We'll also incorporate some cobblestone and some iron and some other things. But right now I'm working out how these peaks are going to be. And I've got two of them, as you can see. I've got one there and I've got one there. And we're going to go with that style for the most part. Not every single one of them is going to be like that. But this looks too much like every freaking face, like Transformer, a Chicago Bull. It's everything. It's all faces ever. So we're going to skip out on that. It's a cool design, and, you know, you may find a use for it yourself. But for me, nah, not working right now. It even looks like a bird, like a phoenix rising up. It could work. I mean, if you like it, use it. Here's how it works, okay? I just built this out. I've got columns on the outside. And then I just built out this top part, put a little bit of a shape right here, bring it back up, shape it down, and back up again. Okay? The windows is what make it look like eyeballs. But then on the outside, stair, stair, stair facing in, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, stair, you know, and then some fences. And that gives you kind of those horns look. But this is a little more different. This is facing in, which a lot of our buildings are. The tops are kind of facing in. There's not a whole lot of flaring out. Now, there's a flare out there, but then it faces in again at the top. So I think that's going to work well with our theme. And it still looks very evil. It still does the trick a lot. I think it's fantastic. So let me get right here. And let's see if we can do one together, shall we? Bring this guy all the way up. Yeah, that's right. That's the right spot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now, the unfortunate thing about this side is that I don't know about this side, but that side is even numbers. Somehow, man, B-Dubs is counting even numbers where he should not be. But just to keep it simple, because like I was saying, you don't need a whole lot of detail to get this thing looking nice and special. Okay, we can do this here. We could go like this on that one. That might be kind of nice. Maybe. I don't know. Let's leave it like that. So, let me try to remember. Boom, 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 boom. Come up 2. Yeah. 1. And then we had a stair facing that way. It's a little unfortunate, but that's how that's got to go. Okay? It can't look the same from each side with a stair there, but that's all right. Gonna be all right. Okay, we got that. And then from that stair, we come up like a so. Boom, boom. Whoops, boom. And then one more. And then inside here, little bit of a stair like that. I tell you. Go like this. I faced that one the wrong way. There you go. Fence on top. Boom. Done. And then I'm not going to do anything on the side that connects to the wall there. Doesn't need it. It's good just how it is. And that's how we're going to do this thing. I think that's going to look really, really cool. It's really ominous. Has a really nice feel to it. So I'm happy about it. We can do more things to add more depth to this. For example, let me bring this up some more. That's good. Whoops. One more of those. There you go. Just bring that up some more. You see what's happening? Already you got a little sneak peek at the goodness that will happen from such things as these. Keep on going. Keep on going, B-dubs. Don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. Boom. That adds more shape to it. Doesn't it? And yeah, obviously other things to add detail and whatnot. But that's kind of the process that I'm going through here to get this place looking fancy and fine. And I can even remove some of these too. Let's bring this up. Actually, you know what? I'll world edit it. Let's world edit it together just for ease. Ease of use. We'll go here. Yeah, that's the spot, I think. Boom. Come on down. Boom. Boom. There you go. All right. Now, obviously, world edit helps with creating this a lot. It's a huge help. Boom. Get that down. Yeah, that adds more shape to it. Go like that. It's nice. It's very nice. I like the way this thing is working out so far. I might even remove all that I just did. Who knows? But I'm going to keep adding detail on detail on detail. I'm going to keep going with this. Next time when you come back, I think we'll have a pretty vast difference from what we're looking at right now. It's just a lot of doing what I just showed you. A lot of doing that back and forth, actually. Removing, placing. And it can get kind of tedious, kind of difficult, and not great for video. So that's why we're doing it like we're doing it. But hopefully you guys don't mind. I think you're more interested in the finished product anyway. So I continue on. Well, I've made some decent progress. That I'm halfway happy with, and I'm not sure why. Why I'm not 100% happy, but I have to do some thinking. I think that's what's going to be necessary here. It's cool, right? Like, it's cool. There's a problem, though. It's the same freaking thing over and over. It's the same. It's all the same. Now, because of the shaders, we're kind of getting the silhouette or the outline. Let's set the time. Set time. 6,000? It is 6,000. It didn't even move. Oh, time set. Whoops. Time set. Even more silhouette. Jeez. I mean, it's a really cool look. Especially with those God rays popping through. It looks awesome. But I think I'm relying too much on the fact that, hey, it's large, so it's going to be good. And I need to do some more thinking. Basically, I've just got to kind of think out some more designs. Now, I added some things to this castle. Now, I've been putting the detail in it, but I added this cobblestone roof that helps the whole look so much. And that's when I really started to realize, okay, I've got to do some rethinking here, because this cobblestone roof, it all of a sudden adds depth, dimension, and some difference in the building. And it's not too overwhelming. It just works. I mean, that's what I'm going to have to continue to do in some other places. Right now, it's a big black glob, and I got to add more cobblestone and potentially other blocks to help continue to make this even more epic. At first, I was thinking, man, I could just blast this thing out, and it could look all right. It could be one of the better looking castles that I've ever made. But as I'm going, I'm getting this feeling like this thing could be freaking epic. It has potential to be so epic. So I think I'm going to need to just take some time to really get the creative uses flowing and really think this thing out. Let me get the shaders off, because it is hard for you to see right now. Shaders off. We're going to chill here for a second while it tries its best. But the best tip that I can give you, because I haven't been able to do a whole lot of tutorial stuff for you here today, but the best tip I can give you when you get to this point is Keep building. Keep playing. Get in the game and keep playing. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep working on this city here. And as I do... Now, that looks better, doesn't it? But still, it needs work. All of those roofs, those 4 towers all being exactly the same is not going to work. And they aren't exactly the same, but they're too similar. The roofs are too similar. So I got to break them up. And I got to pick which ones I want to leave like that and figure out a better way to make this thing flow. But overall, it looks fantastic. Like, it's got such an amazing evil feel to it. The part that I'm scared to death of is the interiors. When we get to working out the interior of this thing, this is one of those things where you need like several hundred people to help you with it, because it's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. But overall, the project has been a blast. Like, working on this for the most part has been so fun. Just a little bit of a block. That's all I got. Just a little block. Not bad. But I'm working on this roof here just a little bit so you can get a closer look at how I did it. It's just got a flow on the top, and it's got a flow on the bottom, and that makes the rest of it look like it's got a flow. Isn't that interesting? Like, the majority of that is just straight across stairs, but put a flow on the bottom and the top, and it makes it look like it's moving, and it's organic. It's so cool. I love it so much. But anyway, let's call this phase 1. I hope maybe I misled myself in thinking that this was going to be just a one-shot deal. It absolutely isn't. I'm going to have to spend a lot of time off camera working this thing out and trying to get it perfect. The thing is, I'm going to stumble across something really simple and really easy that's going to help add just a bunch of detail. But it's just a matter of figuring out what that is. And I'm kind of at a spot where I need to do that. But anyway, that's going to do it today for the Let's Build in the Society of Wolves. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for all your support. Keep leaving likes on this series. Y'all are hello, I'm inside this house. Y'all blowing them out of the water. 5,000 likes apiece. Keep it going, baby. I love you to death for it. And we'll see y'all in the next episode. You